Hey everybody, it's Tim from Linessa Farms, Specialty and Heirloom Livestock. Thanks for joining us again today. Today we are doing our initial lamb processing. We have some lambs that were born yesterday. I am going to dock some tails, tag their ears, and give them a subcutaneous injection of penicillin and CDT. I just wanted to make a quick video and show you how we do this, so stay tuned to find out more. All right, so I want to go ahead and get my CDT and penicillin injections ready. I'm going to show you how I do all my prep work first. That way, when we get the lambs in here, I can just get down to business. So I'm going to draw up some penicillin and some CDT. I always want to draw up my penicillin first and my CDT last. The reason for that is because if I get a little bit of penicillin in my CDT, it doesn't matter. So I know I've got 2 lambs coming in. So I'm going to need a total of 2 cc's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 1 ml of penicillin. I'm going to overdraw, push back to 1, withdraw that, and now I'm going to draw up my CDT. Nice and easy. Draw back. And there we go. I'm at 2. Not much air in there. Good to go. Give it a little bit of a shake. Get my cap back on, which you should never recap, but I'm doing it anyways because I don't follow my own advice. And so that is ready. Next thing we are going to do is I've got my bander here. I've got my castrating bands. I'll go ahead and load a band on here. They're pretty easy to load. You simply just roll them on and kind of slide them down a little, and that's it. You don't want to play with it. You don't want to sit there and squeeze it because what's going to end up happening is you're just going to loosen it up. So I'm going to leave it just like that. Next thing. So these are Premier One Qwik tags. I love these things. They last a lot longer. They don't get torn out nearly as easily. And you can do the ear tagging with one-hand operation. So these are not scrapey approved. So that's the drawback of that. But these are great for your farm. I like them because I can put the animal identifier and then I can put my farm identifier on there as well. So you have to have the specific applicator tool for this. I'm going to include all the information you need to purchase all of this in the comment section below. But basically the way that this gets loaded in is this goes in here just like that. And then this just gets folded in half and it basically locks right in place. Now, the other thing I like to do is before my animal comes in, I'm going to go ahead and spray some antiseptic right on the needle tip there on both sides. And if you get a little sloppy, that's okay. So I'm going to have that coated and ready to go. So now when my animal comes in, I am going to go least invasive to most invasive, so least painful to most painful. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give them their subcutaneous injection. Second thing I'm going to do is ear tag. Last thing I'm going to do is my tail docking. So without further delay, let's get our lamb in here and get started. All right, so here we go. We've got this little boy. We've got this little guy here. He was born yesterday. Okay, so he was born yesterday. We're going to go ahead and process him. So the first thing we're going to do is give 1 ml of our mixed solution subcutaneously. So Lindy's going to hold him here. See how she holds his head underneath her armpit and then steadies him for me. Always be prepared for them to jump, but we're going to hope for the best here. So I am going to just pull up the skin, give the injection. So the needle's under the skin. I'm going to inject 1 ml. And we're done. I got a little bit leaking out there, but that's okay. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is dock the ear, or tag the ear. Lindy, how do we know which one to tag?
Boys are always tagged in their left ear and girls are tagged in their right.
So we always say girls are right, correct?
Yes.
So that's how we remember that. So if you look in the ear here, I'm gonna go between the ribs of cartilage. If you look in there, you can kind of see those ribs. I'm going to go between the ribs of cartilage, just like that. And once I commit to squeezing, I don't stop, and that's it. That's over. Baby's fine. Tag is in, and we're done there. Next thing we're going to do is dock the tail. So I am going to open up my banding here. Whoops. Lost my band. Sometimes if you don't roll them down far enough, that'll happen. So I'm gonna roll it down. There we go. I'm gonna open it up here, slide my tail through, and there we go. Alrighty, so that is done, and he is all good to go and ready to go back out with mom. He's going to be a little sore from that band for 5-10 minutes, and he'll be with mom, and he'll snap right out of it. It'll go numb, and he'll be perfectly fine. So that's it. We are good to go. All right, so that's our initial lamb processing in a nutshell. Thanks for joining us again today. Again, all of the supplies, everything that we use, we're going to have in the description below. So if you have questions about purchasing anything or where to get it, check out the description below. Again, we appreciate the thumbs up. We appreciate the comments and the subscription. If you have questions or comments, please be sure to leave them. We don't mind at all. And as a matter of fact, if you're thinking of a question, other people probably have it too. So please consider leaving a comment. That is it. We will touch bases with you again soon. Thank you very much for watching our channel. We greatly appreciate it, and we will see you next time.